So if she hates
Hi,
Megan,
everybody. We are back with the third part of Play to Find Out Smooth Criminals tonight. We have just figured out what the heck we're going to do for our score, which is get some green cards.
Yes,
you
brilliant.
know the easy way to do this would have honestly just been to have her get married to TomCat.
Of course. Scrap the plan.
I don't see how that is going to work out.
It's a green card wedding.
Anybody.
Have you never had a green card wedding before? Everyone's doing it.
He's not wrong. That's the terrible thing about it.
Screw ice. Get a green card. Have a green card wedding.
Oh, man.
I remember very distinctly when my Canadian friend would open all conversations with, "No, I am not marrying you, so you can move to Canada." Because he was literally sick of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Canada's awesome.
It is,
Right.
I know.
This is
but,
gonna be a long score. Our method is
Only
obviously deception.
Only because it's got Coco versus the world. That's the only reason I care.
Yep. So we're gonna do the score. It's gonna take a few years, and then
Yeah, it's gonna just montage through
through like 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Well, see, what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip ahead 4 or 5 years, and we're just gonna flash back periodically.
Of course.
To, oh my God, we do this. All right, we're gonna flash forward to the legit wedding. Now the rest of the game is going to be in flashbacks, like How I Met Your Mother style. To
You they're looking at TomCat and they say, "How did you kill that witch?" "Well, you see what happened was." "How did you kill that demon?" "Well, you see, that's a very interesting story."
You do
It's
realize.
remember when your vampire friend turned on you? You see, that's was even more.
You do realize this is an entirely viable campaign concept in Blades, right?
That'd be really cool, actually.
It is.
I know, and I love it. I know,
That's
and I love it.
That's why I love Blaze so much. You can do some wonky stuff with it.
Well,
It makes sense.
when we do Blades, when we do Play to Find Out Blades in the Dark episode 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It's just gonna be all flashback.
It's gonna be all flashbacks. I'm so down.
Which means we can even do flashbacks within flashbacks.
Oh, of course. I mean, always do flashbacks and then flashbacks. That's legit.
It's like
That is
Memento.
legit as
Oh my
fuck.
gosh.
So seriously though, how are you going to? You've got the paperwork that you need. So are you
I think,
filling it out to the best of your ability for your friend Teslin, or are you gonna go talk to her?
With tier 4, don't we just have it?
I mean, you have all the paperwork. Whether or not the information is 100% accurate to the literal truth.
I mean, Delilah. I fill out Delilah's so it fits me, but we need to talk to.
For Teslin, basically, with a tier 4, they're probably not going to look too hard.
Would we have a decent amount of information to fill it out because of our 6 on the gather information roll?
Yeah, I think you have a decent amount of information.
But could we get better if we talk to her?
I mean, you guys still want to avoid talking to her? We can avoid talking to her, and that's fine.
That's a good point, though.
I love not talking to her about it. I think it's a really interesting.
I do too, because I really just want to show up unannounced with a stamped visa or whatever. Just you're now a citizen.
We're like her fairy godparents. It's gonna be great.
Uh-huh.
One thing that I could do is or any of us could do, is I could just go in and observe her for a day invisible. And we could get that information that way. But if we have all the information we need to make it perfect, then
yeah. And I mean, if you want to I would say a 0-cost flashback to say that you did that and now you have it, and that's part of what you got.
Okay.
What you rolled.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Us just hanging around being oh, okay, that's what
I like to say. I think
what is the archetype of the country she's from, of the region she's from? It's sort of Scandinavian inspired, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northern Europe, yeah, like northish Europe.
Northish Europe.
Yeah. I had some.
Sclovlin.
I went in and bought some like premium Scovlin sauerkraut from her, and we just like shot the shit.
A ragged land of cold mountains and rough tundra, Sclovlin was once the last holdout against imperial control. They are generally pale-skinned and fair-haired or red-haired, and she does
Skyrim.
have, yeah, and she does have blonde hair and is pale-skinned.
Yep. Cool.
Wait a minute. What's her nationality?
Scovlin.
Scovlin.
Hey, I'm half that.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we Astrid like kind of hung around and like gathered some information. We got some from before, and so we've filled it out. Like, especially because it's very factual. I would think it wouldn't be too difficult to like piece it together, unless it like yeah. Especially like this.
I don't think they have
sort of era.
I don't think they have like social security numbers or
right.
anything.
Exactly. Like this era's like immigration forms would be stuff like hair color, eye color, like just yeah, stuff like that.
I think the flashback resolves with Astrid like looking at a Scoven like cookbook, trying to figure out how to make curry like liverwurst or whatever. Or like some.
Oh, very yet. She recognized me.
No.
Because my rival is Scoven.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily.
Just like
all Scovlins don't know each other. Come on.
Not when your father was a chiefman.
Fair. I mean, either way, we get the information, and it's a zero-cost flashback that doesn't advance any clocks.
Oh man, I love my clocks though. I love me clocks.
So
no clocks though.
But what we have the information. What we're actually doing is so we established before that Michael reminded me that we established that there's like a government building where my house used to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So
that sounds right.
I like us. Yeah, like he brought it up, and I thought it was like interesting that we go there to like turn these in.
Sure.
This doesn't feel like a score. I'm just gonna put this out there because we're dealing with the security of a target that's not our actual target. Like that's the area I'm running into.
Here's what we're gonna say. We can do or not do a scene here. I think you are correct, and mechanically the score part of this is when you go up to her and hand over the paperwork and say, you're here legally now. They have no hold on you.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. So our score is going to be convincing her to be part of us, and then our method is going to be social connection. We have a thing that says you're legal now.
This is still technically an espionage score, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
You see me just like wave my hand like I'm here. Nice meeting you again. Haven't seen you since we were kids.
So yeah,
I was never here.
Yeah. So we see them coming out of. We see Astrid Delilah and Darren coming out of the place, and she's like hanging all off of him, like laughing about how thank you for getting it
with our loyal bodyguard Bane.
Yeah,
of course.
Thank you so much for making me able to stay here with you. I promise you're gonna get some tonight.
Well, yeah, of course I am.
Just being trashy.
Duh.
You guys are the trashiest. Wow.
I like that I made a character more trashy than
you managed to
you lowered the bar, man. You lowered the bar.
She's the Terrence and Phillip to your South Park.
Don't whore yourself out. Just lower your standards.
Oh man, that's a really good. That's a really good analogy.
So
It's a
so
really good
yeah.
analogy. Yeah. So yeah, we see the trash leaving this government building. Uh,
Just literally be the worst human
Yup.
beings. And we just like get into a waiting car, and then we both like immediately like shove off each other and like start taking off our like makeup and shit.
yep.
And Astrid's like getting her headscarf off, and it's like, good job. No, let's go roll over the
Yeah, I've got
fence.
like a cloth I'm just wiping off because I like use pale makeup to like kind of get rid of my Aruvian skin a little bit, like, and I'm like I'm just wiping that off. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
gross.
you put on the emergency pants.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tice. I forgot about that.
Oh, emergency pants.
I know
like-
all about emergency pants.
They're a thing.
I got
Hey.
a
Say
Mercy
that
jacket.
also.
Oh man,
I
emergency
tried to put her on it, and I was like, "Well, trying to put on my Mercy jacket.
Yeah.
I don't feel like wearing. I don't
So
feel
we
like
get
wearing
to
a shirt."
So yeah, we get there. What happens?
Yeah. So yeah, we are back looking like normal.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we
So-
just approach her tent, and I've just got like a folder in my hand or whatever.
I'm kind of expecting this to go south.
Let's
so my load is
roll an
normal.
engagement roll here. So you have a plan, you have a detail. This is fantastic. So you start with 1 die for sheer luck. Modify the dice pool for any major advantages or disadvantages that apply. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Is it? I don't think it
I
is.
I don't think so.
know.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it is. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors?
It's literally just contingent
No.
on us handing her the papers and her
It's
saying
there.
yes.
Yeah, there's one factor here. That's
Yep.
that's fine. So no anything there. Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they are weakest? Yes.
picked it.
Aha, yes, it does.
Absolutely does.
They control their people by fear.
Is the target strong against this approach? Do they have any particular defenses? No.
Not anymore. We took it away.
They do not. You are taking it away precisely.
Mhm.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Sarah already did.
So absolutely, that's another die there. Are any enemy or rivals interfering?
They're too busy.
Yeah,
They are too busy.
Fighting a
that's-
gang war.
That is a good point. Are there any other elements that you want to consider? Lower tier, higher tier, anything that makes it.
She as a
more
person is probably
risky?
R tier or lower, and we're
I
attacking
mean,
a target that is R tier, correct?
but
I
you
thought,
guys
I
are
thought we were
tier
tier
one?
one.
Yeah, we're
You're
tier one.
tier 1, and the orange dogs are also tier 1.
Is she an orange dog target or a duster's target?
They're both
Thought-
tier 1. I thought you were going after the orange dogs because the dusters and the
Tango
tangos were fighting, and so you were trying to snipe it out from the one that rolled them, or was I mistaken in that?
We was considering it, but I'm not even 100% sure right now because you brought it up. Masterminds, help me.
I thought
I
it was
was-
Dusters.
I thought we were going
Okay,
after dusters as
then
well.
that was my mistake. That
Oh yeah,
was
we're
my mistake.
taking stuff while they're fighting. That's what
Yeah,
we're doing.
because that was like they're fighting and forgetting their
Yes.
stuff, and so we're kind of like picking up the
Then
pieces.
She is involved in an active gang war, so that is going to give you -1 die, just because the situation
Hmm.
is dangerous.
Okay. We get an extra die. Do we get an extra die for entanglements or?
So you have a
Engagements.
total of 2 dice for the engagement. You have the extra die for entanglements.
Okay.
That happens after the score.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
2 dice.
Who
I
wished
feel like
to
we
roll
should
in?
have more than that.
I can roll that.
It was 3, but because this is like an active gang war territory,
Mhm.
you get -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Game
Posh, roll us up.
Got it. Two. 5.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
I was
Cool.
gonna say we get a 1, and Laundus is just waiting there for us.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I mean, that would have been interesting. So mixed result. You are in a risky position when the action starts.
Do we just show up and they're
So-
in the process of shaking her down?
I think that's a perfect idea. I think that's very close to what I had.
You're
in
a
mind,
GM.
so-
Why? Why are you giving the GM advice?
Because we're both GMs and we both think similar
My character want to
things.
go instantly and kick him in the face, be like, "Step off."
Step out.
Yeah, and you can use your bodyguard on her.
Can I use my bodyguard on her?
Sure. Yeah.
It's
So
just-
So like set the scene for us, Kelsey.
okay.
Give me a word picture.
So the three of you walk down the street towards where Teslin has her tent shop. And as you come up to her to this district, you can hear a number of voices hissing at her.
Hissing like whispering, or
loudly.
hissing like adjective
Like-
to describe how they're talking, or hissing like they're all snake people.
More like they're snake people, but like how to describe how they're talking, like angry. It's not necessarily like they're whispering, but it's like
There are
Their
4 basilisks
S's
waiting
are-
for you when you get
their-
inside.
their S's are very pronounced when they speak. It's part of their accent.
Okay. So I think
You need to get us all the money. They are not going to protect you.
I
Not
think-
anymore.
Looks like
It's
I'm out of
time for
company.
me. I made the bodyguard, guys.
I think Astrid. Oh, I
You
think I know.
can you can recognize that these
How many are there
two
first?
thugs. There's
Two.
two
Are
of
these
them.
vampires?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think
You
Astrid.
definitely suspect they work for that. They are
Tango
part of the
agents.
tango.
I think Astrid comes in and she's like, "Hello, anyone home?"
And the two men like turn to you with angry eyes, and Teslin looks up and says, "I'm sorry, we're busy. Thank you."
I
Oh,
didn't
we
hear
were
that
looking for
a
some
sec.
fine Scovian merchandise.
Yeah. I wanted. I really loved that cookbook I bought from you the other day, and I was wondering if you had some of the spices it lists as ingredients.
I'm really sorry. We are. I'm having private discussions. You're going to have to leave my tent. Thank you. And then the two guys kind of like crack their knuckles in like tandem with each other.
Oh,
It's
wait,
actually
sorry,
kind
gentlemen, are
of
you
creepy.
threatening
They
me?
moved. They
Sick.
moved almost completely in unison.
So there's only 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm about to be Doritos Bowl right now.
So, well, I have an advance that lets me act first.
Yeah.
Damn it!
So I think Astrid just like puts her hands up and is like, now hold on, loves. I just wanted to say, and then she just disappears.
Well,
And then
And
the
then-
next
and
thing
then- And then
the next thing they hear is the shotgun blowing one of their heads off.
I think that between when you disappear, I think TomCat gets an action before you can get a shot off.
I was just gonna be like, I was just gonna intimidate the piss out of them, be like second
Yeah.
hand slap, like slap to the face, but you're murdering people now. But you know what?
Man,
We don't need
murder
10
train
heat.
now. I
Well,
guess.
let's not say it. Okay, can we roll that back?
of course.
Of course.
I do go invisible.
So you
I-
can do your intimidation, you can go invisible, and then like I said, exactly, TomCat has an opportunity to act before you would be able to
Okay.
go
You see-
beyond that. Saying your piece and going invisible is your action. That is first action.
Okay, so I take 1 to go invisible and 1 to disappear. All right, cool.
Okay. You see me step forward to the guys, like, which one looks like the biggest mofo? They look about the
They're
same.
both the same. They're
You say,
both
you know,
the
I just
same.
like eeny, I go eeny, meeny, miny, and slaps, like do a psychic, like energy slap to the other one.
To the one
I'm-
you're not pointing at.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah. To me that sounds like you're just trying to intimidate by using some of your powers.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
I would like to suggest that this is a group action, as I materialize with a shotgun pointed to the other one's head.
There we go. Cool.
And then
sure.
Posh, I don't know, Posh can brandish his cane sword or something.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not getting involved. I'm just a
Yeah, no.
customer.
So
We need help here.
You know what? I'm gonna full on just knock him out. You know what? At this point, I'm like, you know what? I haven't gotten a good fight in a while. I'm gonna just deck eeny, meeny, money with the brass knuckle blade.
Take your,
Just
die
deck
for take your XP for reckless. All right. So what are we doing then? Are we killing these guys, or are we
I
scaring the shit out of them?
Scaring the shit out of and or knocking out was the plan.
Yeah, I'm doing a
Okay.
skirmish. I wanna.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna skirmish.
Yeah.
And it sounds to me like if you're brandishing a shotgun, then that's gonna be a command.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, you can not. So one way you could do this is TomCat knocking the first guy out could be a setup action for you
To get better
telling the
effect?
other guy to step off when you command with your shotgun.
Yeah. Totally.
Does that sound
That
good,
sounds good to
everybody?
me.
I just want to knock
Cool.
somebody out.
Knock a guy out then.
Okay.
So this is risky, but you're gonna have great effect if you.
I got two things to boost it. First thing, I am a. Wait a minute. Are they of the supernatural origin?
Yes.
Okay, so I got Ghost Fighter. So I get potency versus combat versus supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is why it's why you're gonna have great effect.
And then I have a fine weapon, which would increase. What do fine weapon increase? I can't remember.
It increases your effect as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you're at
so-
crit levels of effect.
Okay.
So, well, no. With both of those in consideration, you're going to have great effect.
Okay.
Fair
If
enough.
you had neither of those, you would have had limited effect.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
So it went from limited control. Great. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let me see. Can I punch a mofo? What's my positioning?
Oh, it's risky.
Risky. Danger zone. Okay,
Risky. Great.
I have no bonus dice to this. Should I push myself to limits? Give me more.
How many? How
Do it.
many are you rolling right now?
I'm rolling 3. That's why I'm like, you know, I'll use the Battleborn.
You could always. I feel like
I'm-
this is going to be done in a couple rolls, so you could roll foresight.
No, I'm going to use Battleborn.
Well, I was gonna say I can foresight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Okay,
I would
yeah.
say we prepared for this.
Like this was the plan if they came in. If we had like hostiles, is
Yeah, probably like like we cut back to us like walking like now. You two, in case we come into some trouble, let's just scare them. We don't want to cause too much of a ruckus. We do want to play. We do want to show our hand, and I think that comes up with the slap. We want to show our hand as he slaps him in the face.
Oh,
Second
got it.
slap. With the brass, it's like with the brass knuckles, just the
Yeah.
backhand of justice. skirmish. And I'm going to use my Battleborn to push myself without burning stress to give me another dice, or 2
Nice.
extra dice. I'm doing this.
That is so many dice.
6.
You do it.
6
I
grade.
mean, you weren't able to crit, but that's still really good.
Mhm.
You just knock this guy out flat. He is down for the count.
You see me just crack my
Um,
knuckles, like, yeah, there we go. I'm actually cracking it right now, and I look towards the other guy.
Yeah, and like Teslan like kind of and pulls back like when this happens, this guy gets just laid out, and then out of nowhere,
Astrid
the red yeah.
materializes, and the shotgun, the double-barreled shotgun, is right at the base of this guy's like skull.
Yeah, let's
And she
see
just
a command.
whispers, "None of that, love."
Yep,
And
this is going to give you great effect because you got set up here.
great effect. Can I get an
It's
extra
still
die
it's
from
still
Mr.
risky.
Posh?
Probably.
Foresight?
Yeah, I think I'll save my foresight. I'm just gonna help normally.
Okay.
So yeah, I think
I
you like
thought you weren't getting into this.
Well, I'm not gonna fight.
No,
But-
please continue.
No. He planned this ahead of time. This is his germ.
So yeah, like I was like, I think like the shotgun's up to the guy's head, and I walk up and say something. Shit. What does he say? What do I say? I think something like to the effect of,
Just the coolest thing you can think of. I say that.
Now we don't want to cause too much more trouble, so if you two could just let us get to our business, that would be fantastic. Like, kind of just like clearly we're in charge here. It is like I'm helping by being another presence, I think.
Mm-hmm. So I get an extra die from Posh. What's my position?
Risky effect. Great.
Great. Is there anything I can do?
Do you want a devil's bargain?
Offer me a devil's bargain and then we'll talk.
Oh wow.
Well, you're
Tell
gonna
me
be
what I want
like
to know.
that.
Because I'm tempted to push myself, but I will stress out. Like I might succeed, but I will stress out. So I would like extra dice.
Wait a minute, you haven't unstressed yet?
No, I did. I only rolled a 1 on my indulge vice roll.
Yeah, that's bad.
Risky. Great.
Devil's bargain.
They are weird vampires, so like something weird would be cool to see.
I do have a Spirit Bane charm on. Does that have any effect?
Oh, that's
No.
against ghosts. You
I mean, it
demon
also
one.
works against fledgling vampires
Well, technically
because
they're
they're
not.
technically ghosts.
Yeah, they're still.
They are technically ghosts, but it all depends on how powerful they are. They are weird vampires.
Heat.
Yeah, okay, here we go. A tick on your who's your daddy clock.
I just love the name of that. Who's your daddy?
I'll take it.
All right then.
Actually, wait a second.
Oh, take
Wait a
backs.
second. Counter offer. Counter offer.
Your father comes up and like, you've been a very bad girl. Then cyclically throws us all across the room and like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
I don't know if my dad's that powerful yet.
You don't know that he's not.
I
Yeah,
don't know that he's
exactly.
not, but I don't know that he is.
See TomCat.
Actually, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay.
Take on Who's Your Daddy.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me put a tick.
Got a
on
6.
the clock. Ooh.
That's
Thank
right.
You.
Regulate.
I'm at 2 ticks on that clock, correct?
That is correct. 2 ticks.
You need to leave. Now.
Yeah, like so the way this manifests
We're on-
is you materialize and you've got the shotgun to the back of his neck and you tell him you need to leave now and he slowly turns towards you and his neck turns just a little bit too far than is physically possible.
She
And
like
he looks you right in the eye and says, "You smell familiar."
yeah.
Sorry, let me do the voice. It smells familiar.
Look, love. If you don't leave now, the only thing you're ever gonna smell again is gunpowder right before your head explodes. Now, go and take your friend, who looks like he's a little bit too deep in his cup, with you.
You see me pick up the guy like with one hand because I got the mule ability to pick up people with one hand now. My muscle mass have increased.
Yeah, and like
Just
he
holding him
takes
to
this,
him.
so he does this weird thing, like he's looking at you with his head turned the wrong way, and he does this thing where he like steps backwards and then rotates his body so that his head is facing the correct direction again, all without breaking eye contact with you.
She like keeps looking at him, and she snarls a little bit at him.
You might want to be careful. My profession is professional bitch tosser, as I have his friend upside down. I'm about to toss him towards him.
Yeah, he like snatches his friend like he weighs nothing and throws him over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes, and says, "We'll not forget this." And
That's
then
good. Don't ever do
leaves.
it again.
Like before you can finish that sentence, is gone, moving supernaturally fast.
Supernaturally
Fucking
vamp.
vampires.
Supernatural
She slips the shotgun back under her coat. We're sorry about that.
Well then.
Hello.
Hope all your customers aren't that rude.
My name's Red Devil. This is Mr. Posh. This is TomCat. And we got your immigration papers filed for you.
Well, you... Devil, I was going to
What?
build to it. Showmanship.
We just knocked one vampire out and stared down another. I feel like we've hit our budget on showmanship right now.
Considering where you were born, I thought you could appreciate the full play.
Vampires?
You saw his head spin around, right?
I was trying not to look at that.
Look, it's okay. You're fine. They won't be back to bother you. And if they are, you tell Red Devil, and we'll take care of it. All right?
Like I'm like clipping off like a briefcase or something, and I like pull out like there we go, and I just like hand them out, hold them out in front of her, and just like the stamped like you are now a citizen things.
How did you even do this?
Practice. And a healthy dose of insanity to give us the idea to even
try.
try.
Let me point towards Mr. Posh specifically.
And that. He's very good at this. I'm mostly just either the distraction or the sneaky one.
You know, you set things up in the right way. They all knock down as you expect them to.
You see me go up to her, it's like, and I'm the lady killer.
Not literally. He thinks he is. He just flirts a lot. It's okay. He's harmless, I promise.
Don't I know you back from the village? The home motherland?
And she stops and she takes a second look at you. Do you want to
Do you want to recognize this one?
does blurp.
Blurp.
Would you like to roll me a consort to see if she remembers you from childhood?
Don't you forget about me. Control probably, because
I mean, I don't feel like this has stakes. It's just whether she remembers you or not. It's
no,
like a
yeah,
fortune roll with
this is a
with your
fortune roll,
consort.
exactly. It's
Okay.
not that is
hey,
precisely correct.
hey. Ooh.
Yeah, she's heard of you. Cool.
Like she squints at you and like you seem really familiar, but she doesn't remember your name. You've changed a lot since she saw you, 15 years ago.
Yeah, how can you forget these?
You didn't have them when you were 5.
Yeah.
Listen, love.
4. You didn't have them when you were 4.
I think maybe Astrid picks up on that and it's just like, listen, love. We are in the business of solving practical problems. And we found that you had a very practical problem that we could solve. For that, you don't owe us anything. But I believe Mr. Posh here has a proposition for you if you would like to continue a relationship with us.
We got that
A
for you to show that
proper-
we're capable of taking care of things, and we need other people who are capable of such things as well. We've heard you're quite good at import and export of questionably acquired goods. And someone of those talents would be very helpful in what we do.
We can protect you
See.
between me and the big guy here, and one of our other friends. You'd be well protected. You wouldn't have to worry about those blokes or your old blokes. And of course, there's always money involved.
Quite.
Of course, there's always money involved. Of course there is. Of course. Well, do you guys want to roll for me here? This is definitely a consort where there is a risk here. It's
Risky standard.
this is risky standard, yeah. I mean, you're not looking at like physical harm, but you may lose your opportunity for action here if you.
It
I
sounds
think
like
we
we're doing a
should-
group action.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm about to
this
say. It's time to link up.
This is a
in
group
combo.
action. This is totally a
Combo,
group
combo.
action.
Who's leading?
Combo. It I could say either Posh or Red
If
Devil
you want me
here.
to, I can take the stress.
I
You
feel
were-
like
you
I
were
cannot
both.
take the stress. I felt like I was the setup man, and
Yeah,
Posh was the
I
person
gave the
tipping it over
actual
the
like
edge.
we want to work with you because you're a fence and we steal stuff. Like
yeah, and I'm just
Yeah,
like the,
that's fair.
mhm.
I'm like the charming and open kind of scary girl that is trying to be like, hey, we can protect you.
And I'm the lovable oaf that it's
Could
like,
actually protect her.
Okay, cool. Let's see if I do 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can take it. I'm going to push myself to get an extra die. Yep, cool. So I'm good with that. Risky standard, you said?
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm guessing our documents don't. I'm guessing the fact that we have this stuff
Alright,
doesn't give us a
5.
bonus die or anything like that.
I'm gonna push myself because I really want this
Mhm.
consort.
Please roll a
Control.
6.
I get 1 extra dice. Yeah.
Nice, got a 6.
Okay, no bonus die.
Noise.
I got a 2.
Okay, so I take 1 stress.
Apparently, I scared her more than I helped.
That
I'm glad I
sounds
pushed myself.
accurate. That sounds accurate. And then Mr. Posh has to cover for you, which
Mhm.
also sounds accurate.
Right, yeah. So like Ashley's just like no, like she's like being really intense about it or
It's
something,
like,
and like
I know.
I mean, I feel like I
don't-
feel like the reason that 2 happened was because I disappeared, then reappeared holding a shotgun to a vampire's head.
Yeah,
And-
that's pretty scary.
And I think the 6 happened because she know somewhat I look familiar. Like
Mhm.
it's a familiar face kind of thing. Like, hey,
yeah, that definitely helps. And yeah, just everything. Yeah.
Totally.
hmm
So she says, so she nods and she says, I think you're right. I could do this. You can protect me from the dusters and the tangos.
Well, not trying.
I think some of my neighbors here in Market would appreciate it as well.
Of course.
Well, we can take care of them.
it's time for us to make a game. Time for me to become Commander Alejandro.
Yeah, so she nods and she's like, all right, tell me how this is gonna work. And then like
Oh, of course.
fade
yeah,
out
and then I like
on-
pull out more sheets of paper and like
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
Astrid is going, and Astrid is like perusing like things to buy.
brilliant. Cool. Let's do a payout here, everybody.
Nice.
Payout time. It's on the other sheet. Okay.
I really should have. I was trying to decide if it was better to click my "Who's Your Daddy" clock or click my "Fuck, they might find out who I am" clock.
I mean, they're both fun clocks.
I got to regulate. I'm happy.
All right. So you earn 2 rep per score by default, and if the target is higher tier, take additional rep. If it is lower tier, take less rep. You are going to earn 2 rep because they were the same tier. You did not earn any money.
I mean, didn't we go against vampires, which was a higher tier? Oh.
But they weren't our target.
Yeah, they weren't our
They
target.
were
Fair
not your
enough.
They
target.
were
Fair
an
enough.
incidental. They were an incidental
You are
situation.
going to get some XP for that, but they were not your target.
Right,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
They were kind of interfering.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep. So no,
They
no
were
coin,
supposed
but
to
we
be
got a
across
fence.
town, but they weren't.
Well, at least I met 2
Um,
of the little pogs on my mark radar.
So that was that. You earned $0, but you did earn 1 loyal fence, which
Yep.
I see you've already marked there. So that's fantastic. Now, when you go and you get money, you're going to get extra money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
gotta
investments.
not make
Did
money.
we roll our vice stint at the end of downtime?
Yes.
I don't believe we did.
I think did we? I know we talked
No,
about.
I thought we
it, but-
did.
We did. Because we'd forgotten and
did.
then we
Oh,
rolled
yeah.
it and then we rolled it again.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, I
yep,
think
yep.
because I remember because I have extra money that I don't remember at some point
Yeah.
getting from the original score, which I already spent because I gotta go piss off my favorite witch.
Yep.
Okay. So we in
And
downtime.
then,
Or
well,
we got to do entanglements.
So we got to do entanglements and you
And
got to do
heat.
heat.
Yep.
So heat. I think this was contained with standard exposure.
Mhm.
You guys did not shoot anybody in the marketplace, but you did knock somebody out, and the tangos leaving the scene were
Yeah.
kind of a thing. This was not a very high profile or well-connected target, but it did happen on hostile turf. You are not at war. Nobody died. So you're going to take a total of 3 heat.
Fair.
Entanglements. Roll 2 dice and keep whichever one you prefer. Your choices are
1 and 1.
gang trouble or the usual suspects, or gang trouble or the usual suspects.
What's gang trouble again?
Gang trouble. Blah, 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 blah. One of your gangs or other cohorts causes trouble due to their flaws. Lose face, make an example, or face reprisals. If you lack a gang, there is no entanglement. So,
We officially have a
We have
cohort.
thieves.
We have a cohort of pickpockets.
Yep.
did you guys ever decide their flaws and bone?
I don't think we
boon
did.
flaws?
I thought we did.
I thought Red Devil was handling that, but I guess
I don't see. They're not on your character.
Oh
sheet.
shit, we didn't add them to the sheet.
Yeah,
well,
there's a
let's
spot
just-
for them.
Do you want to just do that now then?
Let's do that now, and then I'll tell you how they're acting up, and you can decide what to do about it.
Sounds
Still-
good.
they look like they're stealing from their own targets.
Add cohort. What is the okay? So quality of the cohort
Is 1.
is 1. They don't have armor, or do they have armor?
They do not have armor.
They are.
I'm working on it.
So they are
The
their thing would be rooks.
they are
Con artists, spies, and socialites, I would assume. Or would it be skulks? Scouts, infiltrators, and thieves.
I'm thinking they're more like. I think they're more stealth-based team, in my opinion. That's how I feel about them. They're like maybe pickpocketers. They
No, yeah. What would you say, Kel? So would it be
because that's what he originally wanted them to be, like pickpocketers. And he was training them to be pickpocketers.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
you're
training them to be
training-
thieves.
Yeah,
Thieves, pickpockets.
and thief
so
is a very
so skulks probably then?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very variable thing. Like you don't have to steal items; you can steal information.
Yeah. We're not like training them. Yeah, we're not like sending them on missions to infiltrate a place. We're
So
like,
their type is shadows. What is their health? Doesn't change.
No, there's no change for health.
They
they're-
are.
Okay. So you need to choose your
Give them 1 or 2 edges and an equal number of flaws.
edges and flaws.
What are my options for edges?
Fearsome, independent, loyal, tenacious. I think loyal makes sense. The cohort can't be bribed or turned against you.
Because
Loyal.
they're from the den.
Yeah, they're from the eggshell. So that I think loyal makes sense. And then flaws, principled.
I feel like independent is also relevant.
Well, for every edge we have to take a flaw. So
Okay, what are our flaws? What are the flaw
principled,
options?
savage, unreliable, wild. Unreliable could make sense.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like they don't
Loyal.
always, like, especially since they're like, we're
Technically also working for your mother.
right. Yeah, or
Your
like
mother's
mother-
not like a separate gang, and she could technically be considered part of your gang, but sometimes they're more loyal to your mom than to you or whatever. That would be.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, can we have
They're loyal. They're not going to turn against you, but you can't. Oh, they're not always there when you call on them.
Yeah, they might be doing something for your mom at one point.
Right. Yeah.
Well, they're going to be hooking, so yeah.
Exactly. They have a
That's
job.
doing
They have a
something
day
for your
job.
mom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how does that get us into trouble with them? Them being unreliable.
They forgot to give us a crucial piece of information because they had to run a double at the eggshell. It was
Yeah.
like,
So
oh,
are you going to are
I
they
mean,
complete
do we
now?
do we have the money?
going
Do we have the
to-
money to pay someone for the usual suspects?
No, we have crew money technically. How's our crew money looking?
Like we either have to set an example or deal with repercussions. I don't feel like I want to do that with a brand new cohort that's mostly made up of my friends.
You know what?
Um,
You know what? I'll give you that. That will suck.
I say usual suspects, and may I propose that they bring in TomCat's daughter?
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, so it's like don't screw with my friends, but your friends, you know.
Well, I mean, like it's
I like it,
been-
but it's like
it was just her mom, like
fair
Yeah.
enough.
a minute ago.
Why
Yeah.
can't we take? Why can't we?
Oh,
take
or
the-
they bring in Salia.
Why can't they bring in the super?
That would be
powerful...
hilarious.
I
Would
want them to
she
bring
let
in the
them bring
witch.
her in though?
No, bring in the witch because she was super drunk after the situation that us
I mean,
happened.
she's also a witch.
Okay, fair enough. Let me see. Daughter,
This
it
is the
is.
same reason why Salia wouldn't be there, and my dad wouldn't be an option.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your dad is not in any way affiliated with the crew,
Yeah.
so
Thank
that will never
God.
be a problem. That will be never a problem.
Okay.
So is it are we? Is it going to be Marlene?
Yeah, Marlene, my daughter.
All
is,
right, bring in Marlene.
the professional boxer.
So
We saw you with this.
do you want to just make a fortune roll or pay them off with 1 coin?
I'm looking towards my crew. I'm broke.
Pay them off with the crew coin.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, pay it off with a crew coin. You guys
You
want
wanna
to
do
have a
that
scene on
scene?
that or just skip it?
I guess we skip it because it's like someone paid
I'm
them
good.
off. I'm like in the background, like I don't want her to see me there and why she's there.
So is it like Astrid is actually the one who paid him off?
Probably.
Because I
Oh,
actually
yes.
wait, because I knew. Did I wait? I knew you.
You don't know her yet. Orchid knows, like seeing me near her house.
But I knew
You figured out a game. You haven't figured out in game.
No. Because you would know that I knew her because I knew you when I was a child.
Yeah, but I went off to
You did not, when you were a child, there's a period of time between when
He knew me.
he
and
lived
when he
with
had
you,
her, yeah.
and then when he went and had her. There's a time gap.
Okay,
there.
cool. That's fine. Then are you just like Astrid? Go give this money to the man.
please. You could ask questions if you want. I'm not going to answer.
Okay, Tom, fine. Hello, I need that woman released. Sets money on the table. Hurry it up, please. And then just leaves.
Yeah, that's it. And then she's released, and it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It
And then a
goes
secret
just like that.
clock start. Do I really have good friends?
I mean, do you?
No, I don't. Well,
All right. That was all the parts of your job. It's now time for some downtime action. But it's also time for a break.
Sounds
yeah,
good.
I'm about to go grab me a banana or apple.
All right, sounds
Banana.
good. Join us for the
Streaming
last
will
part.
just-
Last part's probably gonna be a little bit shorter. I know we wanted to cut it a little early tonight, so we'll probably do like a little bit. We'll probably do like one or two downtime actions, and then for
I mean, do we need to? Because that was for Liz.
Oh yeah, she left.
well, there was we were gonna talk about some of this.
Oh,
stuff.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
cool.
still. Yep.
We still have a cast
We got
conversation.
it.
We're good.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back. We'll do a little bit of downtime, and then we'll be
Oh
done.
my god, dog!
Doggo.
It's so adorable.
Hi, doggo. A dog. Why, sweet dog.
Yeah. So join us in a little bit for the final part of tonight's episode of Smooth Criminals. See you then.